Now then YouTube, I am the TOFF man and welcome back to some more Thaumcraft and Botania Unite. Today guys, I'm going to be doing a few things. One of them, I don't know if I'm going to get it all done in this particular episode. I'm hoping to, but I don't know whether or not I am going to do that. Anyways, I got a few comments on the last episode that I just wanted to, talk about and have a quick overview of. One from Jolly Llama says armor with runic shielding to help with the dungeon, with the Thaumcraft dungeon when I do get through there. And don't worry, that is exactly what. Ooh, where did you come from? I have no idea. Don't worry, that is exactly what I'm going to be doing in today's episode. I'm going to create some runic shielding. Now, not only that, but I do need to create the things to open the particular portal that we need. And I've spent a long time in between episodes getting the stuff ready that we actually do need, including, but no least, 2 full jars of Precantatio, a full jar of Tutorman, full jar of Potentia, 2 full jars of Potentia, should I say. Over here, 4 full jars of Alienis, I kid you not, a full jar of Iter, a full jar of Vacuous, and a full jar of Tenebrae. It took a long time to be able to get all that stuff sorted, and I did have to put the old Ender Pearl farm on over there to be able to get myself some of this stuff. So, what I would like to do today is craft those particular items. The first thing on the list, guys, is of course the runic shielding, which is in the Artifice, I believe. Now, this wasn't actually found. I did have to go and find this, research this up. So I did. I researched this, and I went ahead and bought all 4 of these. I don't think I'm going to use any of these. I'm not quite sure yet. I might use the charged ring of shielding, or maybe the revitalized ring. The main reason is because there's something else I want to make for the girdle. So I'm going to have all of this. There's a girdle of runic shielding. That's going to be really annoying because while it does give me a lot of runic shield, which is great, there's something else I want to put on here that somebody told me about. We've also got the runic shield augmentation over there as well. So some of the other comments. Eldmere, move the Whisperweed into the Thaumcraft research room, seeing as you're using it with mana tablets anyway. And I went ahead and did that. It's right in here. At the moment it's empty because I've been sat here doing some research. And there's the Whisperweed right next to there, which is great. Another comment from Willie's Cool is get some Botania relics before going into the dungeon. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. I really don't know what you mean by that. But there is another one from Kevin Munoz says craft the belt from Botania that prevents knockback, which is called, if you guys don't know, the Tectonic Girdle. Now I believe my book is in here. Now I did look at this. Where is it? There it is, Tectonic Girdle. By harnessing the forces of tectonic movement, the Tectonic Girdle, when worn, will negate any knockback applied to the wearer by outside attacks. And apparently, that's very, very useful when going into the Thaumcraft dungeon. So, I'm going to be taking... Oh, I need to go sleep. I'm going to be... Can I do that? Thank you. I'm going to be making the Tectonic Girdle, but I'm going to be taking away from a runic shielding from making this. So I really don't know which is the best, having some more health or not having any knockback. So I got the stuff ready over here, and we're going to go ahead and do that now, which is over... What kind of recipe is it? Is it just a normal crafting recipe? Yes, it is. Okay, that's pretty easy, actually. It's pretty easy. I thought it might be something a little bit more than that. But it's a mana steel, 4 leather, a rune of fire, and a rune of earth, I believe, like that. And there's the Tectonic Girdle, which will stop me from getting any knockback. It does mean I've got to take off my Globetrotter's sash, which means I am going to be very slow, guys. Did I just hear a skelly? Look at this. I am not used to being this slow. I really am not used to being this slow, but it's fine. You know, we can just go ahead and swap out the Tectonic Girdle and the Globetrotter sash, so I can get my my thing back. But I do have the flight anyway from my laurel, this thing right here, my Flugel tiara. I've got the flight from that. However, when I put the amulet on, I think, is there an amulet for this? I can't remember. There's got to be. Yes, it's there. The amulet. Once I've got the amulet, I'll have to take my flight off as well. So I'm really not sure like which is the best ones to use. I'm going to go with runic shielding anyway because it will give me just that little bit of an extra buff, and I will go ahead and use some of my little flasks that I've got and probably actually get myself together one of those flasks, the new flask from Botania that will allow you to do numerous different things in one kind of brew. So I want to be able to do that as well. It does give you some penalties to doing that, but it just makes it easier to be able to go ahead and get those. So anyways, done that one now. We want to move on to making ourselves the runic shielding. So I made the primal charms, I've made amber, well I've got amber should I say, the scribing tools, night art and enchanted fabric. I've got all of that in my inventory. So this is what, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, well, that's a bit of a pain. 1, I don't want another primal charm, I want scribing tools. 2, night art, how much night art is there in this first one? 1. We can do that. So that's 3. And then I've got to figure out where to put the other ones. So there's one at amber, put that there, and one of the enchanted fabrics, which I suppose I could put that there. Now where is my little sim calc? It should be around here somewhere. You know how bad I am at trying to find this stuff. I think I might have put it back at home actually. I remember possibly seeing it in my Thaumcraft chest over here. Where is it? There it is. Symmetry calculator, and it will also tell me how easy it is to craft this particular recipe. This is enough to stabilize the current recipe with an instability of 4. Okay, we can do that then. We need our wand. We've got all the stuff already around the table to be able to do this, so this is good. Oops. So just to make sure and double check, because you know this could go terribly wrong if not. 10 Tutorman, 25 Precontation, 25 Potentia. Well, yeah, it's all there. Let's go ahead and slap this. No? Am I missing something? Oh, I'm missing the actual middle bit. I never actually took that into account. Okay, get the mundane ring out of our inventory. Slap that there. And now we get our wand and give that a good bash. And hopefully we won't get any kind of instability at all. It'd be nice if not. Now why are these? I don't know why, but I'm just getting random experience balls just flowing out of me. And I don't know why. If somebody knows, please let me know in the comment section. Now, guys, by all means, you know, comments, suggestions, anything that you would like to do in the comment section below. I do read all of my comments, and the best suggestions that I get and the ones that I will use for the upcoming episode, I do write down and you know, I will mention those particular ones. So we should be making ourselves our first bit of runic shielding, which is going to be awesome, guys. There's the enchanted fabric going in. There's the night ore. And there is the scribing tools. Oh yeah. Look at that, guys. The ring of runic shielding. So if we take off our greater band of mana now, put on that, you will see we've got little, well, we should get 5. Is that right? What, is you charging? I think, I can't remember how these work. Let's go and have a look. Would you believe? I can't remember how these work. Research into protective magics has led you to discover runic shielding. This is not armour in the traditional sense, but it's a collection of charms, rings and similar protective baubles worn with your everyday clothes. These devices create a barrier of magical energy that wards out most types of damage. The shielding has a pool of hit points from which damage is subtracted from first, protecting the wearer from all harm. Once this pool is depleted, the wearer starts taking damage as normal. The pool replenishes over time and requires terror and air Vs to replenish its charge, which it draws from carried wands. Oh, that's nice. The armour offers no protection from damage suffered due to drowning, starvation or similar environmental hazards. Due to its nature, the armour cannot be enchanted by normal means, but you are sure there are ways to improve its effectiveness. You just need to discover them. And there is! Which is the runic shield, the augmentation, which means you can put it onto the thaumaturge's robe, and also these bits. So you get the charged ring of shielding. Now these have got like unique properties towards this one. So this one, you'll see it has a slightly less charge than the ring it is based on, but it increases recharge time of runic shielding by 25%. That's pretty nice. You can wear more than one of these rings, effectively halving the normal recharge time. So you can obviously have 2 of them, and it will give you a runic shielding of +4, but you take a knockback in the amount of runic shielding you get through this, because you know you end up with +4, but it's got this little bit on the side. The Revitalizing Ring of Shielding has slightly less charge than the ring it's based on, again, +4 instead of +5. But when your runic shielding is breached, it will release a pulse of regenerative energy that will last for a few seconds. So basically you get like a potion of regen just given to you for a few seconds. So that will help you out. There is the Kinetic Girdle of Shielding. It has slightly less charge than your girdle it's based on, but when your shield is breached, a detonation of kinetic energy will be released, damaging and shoving back anything nearby. And then last but not least, Amulet of Runic Shielding is slightly less, blah, blah, blah. But when your shielding is breached, this upgrade will instantly add 8 charge to your shielding amount, which is nice. I think I'm just going to keep all of mine just normal Runic Shielding. So why don't we go ahead and start making the other bits and bobs that we need. The next one is the Amulet, which requires Primal Charm, all the rest of the stuff, but we need 2 Night Ore for this one. So 1, 2... the Primal Charm, Amber, Enchanted Fabric, and Scribing Tools. I believe that's it. So Scribing Tools, Primal Charm, Amber, Enchanted Fabric, and 2 of them. We've got 35 Potentia, 35 Precontatio, and 20 Tutorman. We should already have that in our stuff. So we just need to go ahead and put the amulet, our mundane amulet that we've got, in there. Give this a whack, and we are sorted. That's going to pull from all of this lot over here. And we will make ourselves the amulet, which is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to this, guys. We got all of this. We've got some, as you can see, we've got some void seeds in here, guys. Now I did have some gold. Where's my gold gone? Because I swear I needed that. Oh, I must have put it back, you know. Let me go and grab it while that's doing that. It shouldn't have any problems with being able to do that anyway. So we need 4 bits of gold, which we just so happen to have there. I must have put it back into there. I must have. It is sparking a little bit, but nothing seems to be falling off or anything, so we're looking good. Now, what I mean by this, guys, is down here in the Eldritch, we are going to start making some eyes. So I'm going to need gold ingots, I'm going to need void seeds, and eyes of Ender. Now, I believe I've got all of those in my inventory now. Yep, I've got the eyes of Ender there, and I've got the void seeds. And that's what's going to help us open up the ability to be able to go into the Thaumcraft dungeon, which I'm really, really looking forward to. So if we were to take that off and put that on there, that's another +8 towards the runic shield amount now. We could make 2 rings, but I think 1 ring might be enough for the moment. At least for now, anyway. And last but no means least, we need our... Where's it gone? Our mundane belt. There it is. Our mundane belt. This one requires everything of the above, but it requires 3 Night Ore instead. Oh, Primal Charm. Enchanted Fabric. Amber. Not the Void Seed. Scribing Tools. So that should be it, I believe. Just go and have a look at the artifice. 3 Night Ore, Scribing Tools, Primal Charm, Amber, and Enchanted Fabric. This one requires 50 Potentia, 50 Precontatio, and 30 Tutorman. This is why I needed all of this that we've got over here. So, get my wand, give this a tap, and let it do its business. We should be absolutely wonderfully sorted for runic shielding before we go into there. It does mean I'm going to be slightly slower because I'm going to take off my Globetrotter sash. It does mean that I can't fly, but once we're in the dungeon, we don't really need to fly, and we don't really need to be really fast. If we do, if we do, I'd just swap it out. I'd check out the Globetrotter sash, put in my take out the girdle, put it back, put the Globetrotter sash back in, and we'll be absolutely sorted. So I'm going to have 3 things on me. I'm going to have the Tectonic Girdle, which is going to help me when I get to the boss. I'm going to have the Globetrotter Sash, which is going to help me just whiz around the place. And I'm going to have this one as well. This will have the Runic Shielding, which I'm probably going to use whilst I'm just wandering around inside the inside the dungeon. So, let me wait for this to finish. Should be okay. It's just getting the Potentia ready, and then it'll start sucking in those items. Oh, I'm looking forward to this, guys. Now, I do remember the thing was that way, so I'm going to have to fly over there again. Oh, I've just got to sleep really quickly. I'm trying to fly, look. It's not working. Because I took it off. So let's go to sleep really quick, and then run backwards. Run back. I seem to be still pretty fast. I didn't take my Globetrotter sash off, did I? No, so that's why I'm still pretty fast. Okay, and there we go. We've got the Gurnik of Runic Shielding. Great. So there we are. We now have 10, 15, well, 18, 23. So we have 23 Runic Shielding now. We could get another one of them for another 5 onto there for 27, but I think we'll be okay. And of course, you can put it on the robes as well to have just a little bit more in there, but I think the Elementium chestplate will do me quite well. We've got Protection 4, Projectile Protection 4, and Unbreaking 3 on pretty much all of these, apart from the Elementium helmet. Gives me plus 10% less mana cost on mana souls, which is great. And I think we might be ready now to craft the items that we need for making the eyes of what do you call it? So let's put this inside here. We need a Void Seed and we need the gold as well. And like I said, it's going to require Alienist, Tenebrae, and also Iter and Vacuous. Just so you can see, let's go and take a look. Alienist, Iter, Tenebrae, and Vacuous. It's an instability of moderate. We'll check it just in case, but it should be absolutely fine. Yes, it is fine. So let me get my wand out. Give that a slap, and we should be sorted. A full jar per one crafting of this thing, guys. Wow, it's going to take a while for me to get all 4, but I will be back once I have. Well, guys, we now have 4 Eldritch Eyes, which is great. We're going to need all 4 of them to be able to open the portal. Now, I believe, and I could be totally wrong by saying this, I think the portal will only open on the ones that the things, you know, those people are actually praying at. You can't do it just anywhere. At least I think so. I could be totally wrong by that one, but I'm going to use that one anyway. Which means, guys, that I'm going to need a few things before I even think about going over there. So I'm just going to take up all my runic shielding and put my stuff back on because I want that for the moment. And be nice and fast and stuff. I want to create some brews. I want to be able to create some brews so that we're going in there nice and strong. We're going to be ready to fight. So let me just sort out my inventory really, really quickly by getting my backpack out, putting them into there that we don't need in our inventories right now. Okay, so we've already got some in here, but these are all just like one-off kind of things. Fire resistance is something I definitely are going to need. If I'm going to go over there, guys, there's some things that fire, you know, the fireballs. So having fire resistance is really, really going to help out with that one. But what I want to have a look at, guys, is looking through the Lexicon of Botania. We want to go into, where would it be? Well, oops. We're going to type. No, we're not. I'm going to go into the index. I'm going to say brew. It's complex brews. That's it. So this one will give strength and speed, but also will give weakness and hunger, and I don't want that one. Soul Cross, which will an entity affected with this brews will regain HP whenever they slay another creature. Brew with Feather Feet. Completely immune to fall damage. No, that's fine. Vial of Emptiness will stop things from spawning. Vial of Crimson Shade. A 64 block radius. Mobs will be allowed to respawn. Oh, okay. Brew of Marine Allure, which we don't want that one. Maybe you'll catch a Chris. Well, maybe it's not then. I thought, what the heck? Why have I got a little net? View online. Is this a thing? I need to press it now, see what happens. What is that? Oh, okay, no, the view online is actually going over the goldfish. I thought that was something that... Never mind. You can view online, which means it'll take you to like a little wiki page for these complex brews. So, it doesn't look like I can do that. Brewing flasks. It looks like we're going to have to do just normal ones, though. The only one I really wanted, though, was the fire resistance, which I've now got. And I do still have 2 sips left of resistance 2 and 2 sips left of strength. Also, the revitalization, and that is for the warp ward. Why do you not stack? Oh, you do. Ah, that would also be a good thing to have. The thing is, guys, I don't want to bring this with me, because if I die, you know, stuff will go everywhere. I thought I already got that. Maybe I got it twice. I don't know. There's my wand. I need my wand. I think that we might be ready to pop over, guys, and open this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sleep first. And I will be back once I'm over at that area, safe enough to be able to go ahead and slap those Eldritch Eyes on there. Okay guys, I think the best thing to do is to try to actually test this on a normal altar. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've got a backup of this. So I will test this out on a normal altar, see if it actually works. So you need to place them around the edge of this right here. And then you need the wand. And then use it. And there we go. That, my friends, is the entrance to our Thaumcraft dungeon. Unfortunately, it's not going to be in this episode. It's going to be in the next episode. So, guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, please go ahead and leave a like and all that good stuff. And it would be great if you can give comments and suggestions and stuff like that. As always, guys, you love this series, and I love doing it as well. So, Thaumic Dungeon coming up next episode. Until then, guys, I have been the TOFF Man. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay safe.